When Sir Night-Eye's quirk was introduced in MHA, it was stated that the future he sees is so accurate that they are impossible to change. However, on two separate occasions, two of the futures, one involving the MC's death and the other is All Might, were prevented. But how is it possible besides the obvious case of having plot armor? Well, one idea that comes to mind is that within the events of God of War Ragnarok, it explores the concept of fate, and how it can change either by making choices that isn't too focused on preventing their doomed future, which invariably leads them to it, or changing themselves for the better. A situation that kinda fits well during Deku's final fight against Overhaul. Granted, Deku didn't know that he would possibly be murdered by the villain, but not knowing proved to be beneficial, and even if he did know, it wouldn't matter because he was more focused on saving Eri rather than what happens to him in an unforeseen future. Now, in the case with All Might's future, he would have likely been murdered by All For One had he continued working alone as the number one hero and not transfer One For All to Deku, allowing the MC to improve himself as a hero and eventually use the power to save All Might from the main villain. Of course, at the same time, Sir Night-Eye's prediction may be due to how after so many failed attempts to prevent a possible future, he subconsciously just sees the worst possible outcome, a contrast to Deku and All Might, who fights for a better future. But that's my reasoning. What about you guys?